Hey guys, Andrethefarmer here, and today I'm going to show you the best way to plant your tomatoes for maximum success. So there's a couple things we want to do to our tomato before we even get it in the ground. First thing, I want to prune it. So I want to take off all these lower leaves and all these lower branches and just leave the very top leaves on there, and I'll tell you why in a second here. So we've taken off all these bottom leaves and we have just our top leaves on here. That's perfect. Next, I've got a bucket of water here and I want to hydrate this. So I'm just going to dunk it in the bucket of water until the bubbles stop. Once the bubbles stop, I know the water seeped all through the soil, and it's going to do a couple things. One, it's going to give this plant a head start with some nice wet roots. And two, it's going to allow this to pop out of this container a lot easier than if it was dry. Now, I'm not worried about the roots being root bound because tomatoes are very good at creating new roots. So all along the stem here, we're gonna create new roots, and we're gonna do that one of two ways. We can either bury this super deep right up to the neck, or we can plant it sideways. So for this one, we're gonna plant it sideways because this bed is not super deep. So we're gonna plant it sideways like this, and we're just gonna lay it down in the trough and leave the top exposed. We've got the root covered, and we just want to keep that vertical. Now, I've also noticed that this little guy is trying to make a flower. So I'm going to pinch this flower off. I know everyone wants to sort of get their first fruit super fast, but we're going to pinch this flower off for two reasons. One, we want this plant to focus on putting its energy into growing. So if we let this plant produce this flower now, maybe we get a tomato, maybe we don't, but we're sacrificing a lot of long-term or down the road production by allowing it to fruit so early. So it's kind of like a kid, you know, you don't want your kid to have babies just because they can. You want to wait until they're mature, until they're old enough and responsible enough in order to handle it. And that's the same thing with your tomato plants. And in the long run, you're going to have much bigger plants and get a lot bigger yield. All right. If you learned something, hit the like button, subscribe, follow, and plenty more to come. All right. See you guys. Bye.